Hello and welcome, Echoes, to Empyrean Wilds, episode 11. Um, Thank you so much for tuning in, and we are sorry that we missed the last session, but shit came up in life as it does. As you might be able to tell, this is a little bit of an adult-rated stream because I have the mouth of a sailor and I do not censor myself. Um, but this is a Cypher system-based TTRPG in a homebrew setting called Pendula. I am Evie, the Disaster GM. My pronouns are she, they, or any, and I am the game runner for this fine if disastrous group. Let's go ahead and go around doing our little intros, starting with Matt.
Hello. My name is Matt, he, him pronouns, and I'm playing Fang Wu, the risk-taking warrior who fights with panache and sometimes walks through walls, and he is concerned about cairns. And I will popcorn it over to Joel.
Hello. I'm Joel. I have not been here in forever, it feels like. But I'm playing Val Misford, an appealing speaker who rises from the depths in shepherd spirits and isn't really concerned about currents or whatever they're called. It's because I, as a player, don't know anything, and Val probably was disassociating the entire time. Anyway, go, Amanda.
Hi everyone, my name is Amanda. I use she, her pronouns, and I will be playing Varen Lek, who also uses she, her, the weird adept who dances with dark matter and siphons power, and who is also very much concerned with the cairns because that's where she lives.
Yeah.
in
All right.
in the current or
I don't think that she ever lived in a cairn. I mean, that would be fairly
No,
difficult due to the
but the
difference in
culture,
size.
oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
yeah, the
yeah,
culture is something that Varen's very familiar with, though.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, so we're excited to be back. As you might be able to tell, Empyrean Wilds normally runs every other Sunday from 3 p.m. Eastern slash 12 p.m. Pacific for about 3 to 3.5 hours. You can generally find us on Twitch at Alter Deco Archives or streaming on Moonbeam Stream in the Anywhere Door realm. Hello, Moonbeam. Um, Very excited to be here. But this is an ongoing game. As we simulcast, don't forget to follow, subscribe, click whatever button it is that you happen to need to join the realm if you're in Moonbeam, so that you can be notified when this or other games happen to go live. Uh, you may also notice from the overlay way down there in the corner of the screen that we are raising funds for the Trans Women of Color Collective. TWOCC has a mission to uplift the narratives, leadership, and lived experiences of trans and gender nonconforming people of color while building towards the collective liberation of all oppressed people. The world is a shit show right now. I have lost track of the amount of shit that is happening. So help where you can, do what you can, be kind to others. No portion of the donations go to AEA or any of its affiliates. It goes directly to the Trans Women of Color Collective. And even if it's just a well wishes, thoughts in your mind sent out, it is appreciated. Um, Additionally, I would like to say that Fuzka's channel is still, I believe, doing the tail end of their subathon that was done to help raise funds for Maya, a friend of the channel and one of their kind of cast members. Maya has been off stream for a little bit dealing with some health things, and the subathon was to help benefit and contribute to some of those medical bills. We love Maya. Maya is an amazing person. Maya actually was originally considered for cast for Empyrean Wilds, but health did mean that she was not able to join us, but she is very fun, very sweet, and deserves all of the things that we can do for her. So if you would like to hop over on Twitch to just give a little bit of extra view or spend some bits there, some Twitch bits, it is all going towards that wonderful cause. So just doing a little bit of a shout out and saying, if you happen to pass through Maya, we love you. But with all of that uh, said, let's go ahead and roll into focusing on today's session. As a content warning, we at the Archives would like to remind you that this is an adult content rated game with depictions of violence and gore, possible mentions of loss or trauma, and or similar content. We do our best not to cross each other's lines, but for those watching, you have been warned. Um, Last session was about a month ago, guys. Wow. Um, we were unfortunately missing Joel and had Alina around still. Um, but the group managed to go through their first night of rest for that session uninterrupted. It was fine. No monsters or ghosts came to haunt them in their sleep. They succeeded in getting through the various watches and woke up and traveled the next day. Encountered some other travelers on the road that allowed them to, I don't know, pick up a couple of general information and some concerns about some of the roads that might pass through Pollyanna City State itself. Um, it's it was vaguely enlightening. And then eventually they did finally make it to the small little farming settlement along the road that they had been angling towards, that supposedly was the last place that the grandmother had been seen. It was late at night. They did push into the evening to get to there, and while traveling along the road towards the main area of the settlement, Kale noticed some strange glowing wisps among the farm fields. Not the glowing orbs that some of you may remember from our prior campaign, Empyrean Rising, but kind of wispy curls and curves and lines that might be spirits or ghosts of some kind. It was hard to tell. None of them chose to approach, but it had their attention as they walked into town. Most buildings obviously were closed. It was almost the middle of the night, and that included the tavern and inn. So they went to the only place that happened to have lights still on, which was the large storage barn in the kind of end slash middle of the road. Uh, Found out that the inn had had a little bit of a fire from someone knocking over a candle, and thus people were being put up in the hayloft for a very small fee, while their stuff was guarded or watched in the various stalls. Um, Mostly just because that was the only place that they could put up people that was not in someone's home. Um, Met a young man there that they purchased some food from, that gave them that approximate information, assured them that it was going to be a safe night, and then they went up and had yet another complete, uninterrupted rest. Almost to the point that you should be suspicious at this kind of thing. I mean, two uninterrupted nights for tabletop role players. That's strange. But they woke, they came back down, saw the only others were passing through town, a couple of what seemed to be farmhands that were finishing up packing their wagon and mule creatures to go along. Got some mild information about the fact that, one, breakfast could be gotten at the inn because they were still serving food, but that, yeah, grandmother had been seen. Not since the festival. They thought that she left afterwards. More people pass through at the tavern, so you can get more information there. So while Billy, the very large and muscular young man that was working at the little counter uh, did give them that information. He also noticed Kale's horns and offered to be like, hey, my mother takes commissions if you want a special pillow, because sleeping on the horns looks like it might be difficult. So they do have a contact with one of the families in town uh, for a woman named Millie. They did not get the last name. At the tavern, they had some very good but massive meals and found out that the grandmother had been in town. She showed up, as she is wont to do, since you don't really call her, she is just where she is needed, and contacted one of the newer, younger families, a young couple that had been experiencing some bad luck, did something out on their property, made an offering at the Midsummer Festival, and then was on her way. So the group went and checked it out. They spoke to the wife, and these were the Weaver couple. They spoke to Mrs. Weaver, and she was suspicious of them. Along the way, they had found little knotted bits of rope and twine and yarn that seemed to be protective warding for the area. And after speaking to Mr. Weaver, they found out that there had been some odd growths in their plants, some mutations to the greenery that they would normally be growing. It was causing lower yields and some concerns that they attempted to handle themselves and were not able to. And then the grandmother showed up, tied a couple of wardings, and made an offering, and they haven't had an issue since. Um, Hale still felt, I think even also Varen still felt that something was a little off, but being held at bay. So, in investigating, they found out that the small rock cairn that is typically at each of these farms or ranches that are meant to help host nature spirits and protect the area had been replaced by one of those strange displaced circles of land from somewhere else in the world, and that stone had been, I don't know, bleeding something into the area and infecting the crops. It was held at bay, but while discussing it, Hiko fell to the ground and started acting strangely, dazed, running or crawling up to the top of the circle and trying to dig through it, trying to find the cairn, because Pico was so closely related to nature and thus being affected by this strange circumstance. Kale, in seeing this and recognizing that it was somehow related to their people, um, chose to make an attempt that was similar to what they had done in Icenbridge. They are calling upon their connection to nature and trying to draw forth and create a new cairn, a new home for the spirits that would be protecting this area. Posting themselves there, nearly turning to bark and plant matter themselves as they go into this meditative trance. The others choose to go off or choose to attempt to go off and find more information about the nature spirits, possibly attracting them to come back to this area if Kale is able to create one of these new spirit homes, one of these new cairns. Um, Val, you had, in your absence, informed them that Kale had done something kind of similar once before and would maybe be okay. You didn't really understand it the first time, but would need to be checked on at some point to make sure that they did not get lost. You did not explain to them what that meant. But that is where we come in. It's still mid-morning, beautiful weather after having had a couple of overcast and rainy days. And not too far away from you is the meditation shape of Kale.
So when you say lost, ball, you mean that like Kale can just like get up and like wander off, or like what do you mean by that exactly?
Oh no, it's not nothing like that. No. Their body will probably stay where it is. The mind probably will not be fine, returning anytime soon. I think.
Uh,
Like when somebody
yeah.
like loses their mind, like that, but like nature and dragony.
Oh yeah, yeah. Baron doesn't understand, but yeah, okay, I get it.
Right here. It'll be all right. I think.
Well,
Okay.
I assume that you would know better than we would. So yeah.
Sure. Yep. That's me. I know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, and as a reminder for Joel, because it's been a year or two since this particular encounter from Empyrean Rising, the last time Kale did something fucky with nature and created the Grove,
Yeah.
they went into a semi-coma and almost lost themselves to just existing as part of nature.
Yeah. That was also at that point mourning not Maggie, Sybil's death.
Yeah,
Um, yeah,
because you were convinced that Sybil had died in the magical.
of course. It'll be fine. Don't worry.
I love Mad's expressions of wait, what?
Kova's death. Oh my gosh.
It'll be fine. It'll be
Eh,
fine. I'm sure
well,
they're going to be just fine.
it's fine.
Just, just fine.
Yeah.
Well, if you say so, I'm gonna go and start investigating some of these other Karens here. If you want to join me, that'd be
Sure.
appreciated.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. It's not like we're going to be much help to Hale for now.
Mhm.
Well,
It's only once we come back we have to save them from existential dread of nature that we really need to help them. So,
right, right. I
look,
I totally know how to do that. It sounds fun.
done it
Um,
before. It'll be fine.
yeah.
All right, either way.
All right. I'm assuming that I need to roll for a to find the next one, or are they close
Yeah.
enough that that I can see one?
Hale told you the random direction of east.
Mm-hmm.
So east is town, like, and all of the other farms and fields. So, like east and south, east and north, um, due east, all of that is just the rest of this farming settlement. So that's not super helpful. Um, you have possibly a vague memory of where at least one family is, uh, but beyond that, you don't know how many would have cairns. Uh, and you were not the one that was able to see the spirits that Kale mentioned when you guys first walked into town. So you can attempt to feel it out the same way that you guys were kind of following a vibe. Uh, that will be a roll.
Okay.
It is a navigation roll, but it is eased by your training with the supernatural.
Perfect.
So instead of a 5, it is a 4. Is anyone helping? or attempting to do anything to in some way affect this.
You do get a daily free asset from me.
Nice.
So that knocks it down to a 3.
I also,
If you
I
want to use it.
assume because I know how to sail, I know my cardinal directions.
Yes, you have abilities with
Okay, I won't use
navigating
the
in general.
asset. I won't use the asset. I will use the help with navigating,
Okay.
which
I
doesn't help
will.
because I rolled a 6.
Okay.
Oh no!
Okay.
Well,
Unfortunately, it's just one of those. It might just be that you are in the center, essentially, of all of these finding knots your
Hmm.
grandmother had left behind that is kind of messing with your secondary senses. It might be that you're just not able to sense them, or it might be that you don't have the ability to. It's hard to say simply because you're not sure what's really blocking you.
We're gonna go that way, but we're gonna ask for directions if that's okay with y'all.
Yeah, I'm on
sure.
board.
Um, so because of you helping to gesture which direction was east, Val, you would know that you guys are indeed heading east. And that's where Darren pointed.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Um, so because there had been the whole scene with Kale climbing up onto the rock that Mr. Weaver had believed was cursed, and Varen was trying to prepare herself and had like the shadowy tattoos moving around. Mr. Weaver did book it the fuck away and is no longer present to see you guys leave. Um, or know what happened to Kale. Uh, Going directly east instead of back around towards the house does mean that you will get to the fence and have to go over slash through the fencing, rather than being able to just walk around to the road. Are
Okay.
you going to attempt to find and speak to the family, or are you just going to be like, okay, we'll be back, and hop the fence?
Knowing Varen, it's going to be we're going to hop the fence and just be like, hey, be back later.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah. So you're just like, okay, we'll be back. Hop the fence. No one's around to hear you say we'll be back.
Mhm.
Sounds great. Sounds great. Yeah. It's as I said, it's a fairly nice day. Not super hot for it being summer, but still warm. And you're just walking east until you find someone.
How close to the town are we if we keep going?
Couple of minutes.
Okay, I think I'm gonna head towards the town,
Okay.
back into the town and seeing if there are people about.
Okay, yeah. Um, because it's primarily a kind of farming and agricultural mini settlement along the road towards the major city. While there will be some activity, most people are going to be, you know, working on their properties with their plants and such. Um, so while you can very easily find your way back to town, it is not difficult. Uh, there's not a lot of bustle and activity like you would find in a city or in a less rural area.
I'm assuming there's at least like maybe a shopkeeper or
Oh yeah,
something.
there's a couple of shops. There's
Yeah.
the tavern. There's a couple of shops that are mostly used as kind of trade as opposed to purchase. But there's some things for sale that are available. Uh, and then, of course, there's the big barn storage facility that you guys stayed in the previous night.
I want to go into the trade shop
Okay.
because that is somewhere we haven't been yet, and maybe that person may have information.
All right. Um, so walking in, it is a single-story building, fairly wide and deep. There seems to be a variety of shelves and tables with a complete mishmash of materials. Some of it leathers, some of it foods and woven materials. Some of it seems to be like random bits of repair kits, like a piece here and a piece here, as opposed to an entire like cart repair kit or uh, like clothing repair or whatever. So it's just pawn shop meets grocery store.
Ah.
Uh, and towards the back, you see a couple of people that seem to be workers of some kind, just kind of chatting with each other. They've got something in hand that they seem to be eating as they talk.
So I approached them. I was just like, "Oh, that looks so good." But I was curious. Do you happen to know where any of the cairns are? And like, we went to the Weaver's place, and so we were looking and investigating some of the supernatural stuff that are happening. And she just word vomits to these two poor people.
So much for having a speaker with you. Um,
I'll be honest, Val is just chilling in the back. This is their adventure. I'm just tagging along.
She just word vomits all of this to
okay.
these two poor people that are.
So it looks like a woman that's maybe a little middle aged, along with a slightly younger man. You're not sure if it's a relative or just a coworker. Turn to look at you as you approach, and they're maybe halfway through a greeting when it goes from that looks good, and you see that in their hand is just some waxed paper with roasted nuts. Um, and then that, and they just, one of them makes like that hand gesture that you have become very familiar with. Um, they try to talk, and then you're still going. And then they try to respond, and then you're still going. So roll for social interaction. Let's see how
She
bad
is
this is.
she is so good at she is not good at this. She is
Yeah,
actually has an inability. That was a nat one.
I was about to say it's only a difficulty 3 because they are shopkeepers, raised to a difficulty 4 because of your inability, but a nat 1 is an intrusion.
That's like
Three.
literally the worst possible outcome. Impaired on top of a nat one. That's like a very good
Oh
number.
shit. Yeah, so it goes from like they try to say something, and then they try to say something, and you're still going, and you're still a little agitated. You just had that whole encounter with the weird circle of stone that probably came from like a rocky area of some kind that somehow poisoned the crops around it. You're not sure, and your friend, traveling companion at least, just turned into a partial plant and might lose their mind while you're trying to explain this to them. And some of that comes out in the explanation as you're rambling at them before your tattoo just. And both of them scream, drop the nuts on the ground, and bolt. So you guys watch as these two like seem to be trying to respond or help in some fashion or ask for clarification and calmness before it just gets worse and worse and then scream and run. So the woman tries to run to the side along the wall, further away from all of you, to then take the other side out of the building. The young man, like, turns, smacks himself into the wall behind him, and then scrambles in the other direction. So they split. Are you guys going to attempt to chase them and catch them, or are you just letting them
Immediately
run?
going after the dude. And then I'm gonna put my tentacle arm around him. And then pat him in the cheek, going, "What's the matter? That's not very polite of you." It's alright. It's okay. Oh, I might put. I'm gonna activate my my blessing of the gods while this is happening. The quiet one.
The quiet
Yeah, the
one, so
silent.
that like it's conversational level, like in unintelligible screaming and yelps, and something
Uh,
about you being possessed, and a monster now because of the tentacle, a monster from the sea. Uh, but most of
yeah.
it is not really understandable because he fully freaked the fuck out when Varen's inky tattoos started moving across her neck and face, and now a tentacle arm is just wrapped around him.
I'm going to attempt to talk to this guy and be like, no, I understand that. I understand the tentacles a little much. You get kind of used to it. Fully aware that like this is not the first time that Baron has triggered someone like this.
Yeah, normally it is not that bad. Normally it's just kind of a jump and squirm
Mhm.
back a little bit because it's uncomfortable for them. Um, Milo stole one of your D20s.
Yeah,
No. But yeah, normally it's just kind of like jumping in startlement and like squirming away from you a little bit. But in that one, that means
yeah.
they ran. They fully panicked. So the panic is not being helped. Uh, but uh, don't don't like is rambling and patting various pockets and things, and then pulls out some sort of little wooden bound doll, and like is like shaking as they hold it in their hand.
Uh,
What do you? What's this then? I just I take it.
Uh,
I
You've
try to
seen,
take it.
yeah, you've seen Varen make these a couple of times throughout this like walking through Polyarna thing that you've got
Oh
going
yeah.
on.
No, I'm sure. I'm just being an asshole.
Yeah. No, I'm just letting you know what it looks like.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I,
But it's for protection.
yeah.
please don't kill me. Please don't kill. Don't. Um, I can I can find you. Um, things I don't know what you want. Maybe
We're looking for curds.
water. Maybe
I've
they
got
don't like
plenty of
fire.
that.
They don't like fire. So maybe water. I can find you water. You seem
Huh?
water like with the. Don't kill me.
I'm sorry. Are you stereotyping me? I could be from somewhere other than water. Because I've got a tentacle arm. You don't know.
No,
Uh,
sir. What? Just calm down. I just wanted some information.
what? What do you want?
So I'm assuming you're local and that you know the Weaver family up the road a little bit.
I don't know. I don't know anyone. I I I don't even know you. You're not
Well,
here. Maybe I
no, I'm very much here.
oh, okay. You are here. You are you announcing the coming of something? I don't um I don't know. I don't know anything. I've I have no I I'm not here. I cannot be here. I please let me not be here.
As long as you help my friend here, you'll be fine. You just gotta listen and answer the questions honestly, and everything will be alright.
So my name's Varen. What's your name?
Mac?
Mac. Oh, that's such a strong name. I do appreciate
It's all
that,
right.
Mac. Mm, Hush you. So what you're local to this town?
I live here, yeah.
So you're familiar with the stone cairns that dot the landscape here?
Yeah, aren't they all over?
Yeah, so we're trying to investigate something for the Weaver family, like up the road a little bit. See, their Karen's disappeared, and there's some weird stuff that's going on, and we're just trying to figure out like exactly like what's going on, and seeing if we can help them out a little bit since their yield's a little bad ever since the Karen went missing.
The Weavers?
Yeah, they're just up the road a little bit.
I don't.
They're a really nice family, really young couple. They got a little bit of nice land, but they're running into some trouble with
You're
some
here for the Weavers?
yeah, sure.
What? Why would they call you?
Well, see, the thing is that they didn't exactly call us. We just kind of found them. We found out that they were. See, we like to try to help people is what we try to do. Um, and yeah, well, anyway, obviously I'm from Polyarna, and when I hear about some hinky stuff happening to some good folk, I got to help out a little bit.
Uh, okay. I'm sure you're very helpful.
Oh, I'm very. I try to be helpful. It doesn't always work out, but I do try my best.
Okay.
So I was wondering if you happen to know of if there's another cairn that we can go investigate. Make sure that it's still there and still protecting the fields and all.
We don't have one in the shop. We
Do you,
don't sell those.
no, you see, you don't sell a cairn. You just they just kind of are there. Older than land itself. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we don't have them in the shop.
Yeah, no, we weren't looking to buy one. We were just looking for some for if anyone has one, if you happen to know of anyone who has one, on their property, we can go talk to them and maybe investigate a little bit because, it seems like the one that went missing is really sort of like having a negative effect on the poor Weaver farm, and we just want to make sure everything is a okay with the other farms in the area.
I'm sure they have them, yeah. Is that why you're here and not there?
Yeah, we're
Do
just
they
looking
scare
to
you away?
uh more like well, I wouldn't exactly say that they scared us away. It's more like the other way around, and that usually that happens sometimes. It's happens all the time, really. Hmm.
I don't think I understand.
Well, it's fine. I'm sure if you can point us to someone else we can talk to who maybe would know.
Go ahead and make another attempted social interaction roll. Um, this is no longer considered a pleasant social interaction. Are you hindered in all social interactions or just pleasant ones?
It's the wording of it, I think, is pleasant social interactions.
Okay, so you're not hindered by that, but you are hindered twice by your previous failure.
Yeah, so
So,
that's not gonna pass at all.
okay. I don't know where they'd have theirs or which ones would have them. They just kind of are, and I don't do farming, and people just kind of bring things in here for my sister and and I don't know where any of them are. Um, I think other people have them, so there's not one in the shop. I can make one in the shop if it means that you'll go away, though.
I looked at it. He was like, that's not a bad idea. I said that we couldn't exactly just like make a cairn, but we ought to keep our options open.
Yeah, please. A custom cairn.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I'll make one. Okay.
A very cozy one.
I need to go get rocks for it though.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're,
Yeah,
you're
well,
gonna let me go get
we'll be here
rocks.
around town. We'll probably come and visit at some point again.
Please don't. Please don't. I promise that we don't like like I don't know anything about them or anything. I,
Do you know who would?
is, am I gonna get things like that too?
I don't think so. It's not contagious from what I've seen. Otherwise, these two with me here, they would be having it too. The tentacle arm, like she already had that before
Yeah, my
we
tentacle
met.
arm is 100% contagious. Every time
That's
I
also not contagious. You're not gonna become like a
yeah,
little octopus or anything.
whenever one of my suction cups touches someone, there's a 50% chance that they turn into an octopus.
That's not true.
Roll for deception, please.
Deception?
Yeah.
Well, good thing I'm trained in that. I'm gonna put a level of effort into this.
Oh my god.
Excellent.
That was a 9.
A 9? Easy. You're trained in it. He's just a shopkeep and he's already scared shitless of you. Oh my god. I Chill, help me. Child, help. And just like starts mumbling and like closing his eyes and hunching in on himself. Child, help. I'll, I'll set a fire for you if not. Please, please help me. I don't want, I don't want to turn into an octopus. I don't even know what an octopus is. And it's just mumbling like that now.
It's all right. You won't find out, and like usually takes like a year or two.
And
You'll be
then
fine.
the door slams open again because the woman that you guys let leave has gone for help, and two very burly farmer types are like trying to squeeze through to and like look to most people, though probably not to you, very intimidating.
Mm.
What's going on in here?
We're
Oh,
making a
we're
purchase.
we were just commissioning a cairn from our friend here, Mac, who has been very helpful, somewhat as far as like fixing our cairn problem. But maybe you can help. We're just looking for some info, and she starts info dumping everything to the two again.
So before you're able to get into that,
Uh-huh.
I would like you guys to all make a, I guess we'll call it another social interaction roll. This is to prevent them from charging forward and attempting to forcefully remove you slash kill you because they were told that monsters are attacking.
Wow.
That was an 11.
An 11?
Um, 12.
12? Do we have anyone that's trained in this that would make their rolls easier?
This is sorry. What is this?
This is a social interaction roll.
No, mine. All of my social interactions are pleasant.
Okay.
Oh well.
Yeah, mine are pleasant, specifically as an ability with pleasant. So
Okay. And Fong?
I'm not trained, but I got a 19.
19 is a minor effect, and that helps a lot.
Great.
So, as they squeeze themselves through, like bumbling past each other because it's two very large gentlemen attempting to push through the same doorway at the same time, one of them seems to have some sort of like hoe of some kind, and the other one has a large carving knife that they have brought with them as weapons. As you say this, and they stumble forward, and Fong, you've just been standing there enjoying the scene.
Yeah.
You haven't been doing anything particularly scary. You don't look non-human for the most part, and you have not been the one intimidating them. So since you are the first one that they see of the trio, that 19 is really helping you because they do stumble like to a confused stop before striking you.
All right.
So they're maybe 5 feet away, like the one with the knife has it like poised and ready. The one with the hoe has it in both hands and seems to be looking at you in confusion and then at Varen and Ball and then sees Ball's tentacle and
I
um
think I think they also would see uh, Corey
right
very very casually take a step forward and put his hand on his sword.
in
Not
armor, looking all
yeah, just
official and shit.
yeah, not like not like he's going to attack, but like if they make a move, he's ready.
Yeah, looking all official and shit. So you've got a like legitimate guard, and then all of this, and then they look at you in confusion, and then Varen, being Varen, starts word vomiting about all of this again, and they're looking at you guys like, "What? Uh, you just need to leave premises. It's not right going around scaring folk."
We don't want any
It's,
trouble.
look at him, and they point at Mac.
I hey, I'm sorry. This is just how this is our state of being, and I know it can be a lot sometimes, but
Not
we're
offense. We were just only talking.
yeah.
We just got scared because I got a tentacle arm. Which, to be fair, I'm offended. Just judging a person because of their anatomy is not cool.
The woman peeking from behind them. She, she's possessed. I saw shadows moving around on her, like the darkness came to life. Moves again.
Mhm. And Varen just has a moment of like, oh, and she's like, oh yeah, mm, well, I do apologize for that, and you could kind of see Varen kind of step away, and I'll let Ball and Fong kind of handle the interaction from now on.
We understand that, like, sometimes it might just be what your body looks like, but if someone goes screaming and running from you, you don't try and stop them. And Miss Ma'am here has the right to say no to service if she doesn't want to. I guess, I mean, I know it's weird, but it's just a tentacle. Uh, it now if you would mind not scaring folk like that, it's wrong. Just step on outside and we'll see what we can do to help you,
Okay.
but not in here.
All right. We'll try not to scare people, but if the reaction is like that when we just walk in, look, we're gonna need a lot of help then.
You definitely do.
Um, I am gonna pointedly suction cup Max cheek just one more time. Kind of like give him like a cheek pat with my suction cups, and then I'm gonna let go and start walking out.
Yeah, Mac's response is, "Oh, help me, I will, I will burn a candle for you every night. I will, I'll make
New
a fire
Year.
in my back porch. I will." I don't want to be an octopus. I don't even know what an octopus is. And like, as you guys are escorted out, just like faintly behind you, what even It's an octopus. And then the door closes. Now, what's this that has you in here scaring folks for? And then the other one, like, just pats him over the shoulder that's been silent for the most part. I'm gonna go back to work. And walks off.
So you're a farmer, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a cairn on your farm?
No, but there's one on the farm next to ours.
Okay. So we just want to take a look because the Weaver family, their cairn disappeared. And we're just trying to see if there's any way we could, I don't know, like copy it and maybe get the cairn back because these seem to help a lot. And we don't want the Weaver family to lose their farm or anything.
All right. I don't know if they rightly made one, but I don't think they'd mind you looking at it. It's not like they fall over or anything. If they don't fall over in a storm, ain't shit you gonna do to it. So I guess it's
Exactly.
okay. Uh, but yeah. I guess if it keeps things quiet, I don't mind showing you where one is.
We appreciate it. What's your name?
Oh, I'm William.
It's nice to meet you, William. You wouldn't happen to be related to Billy, would you?
Oh, no. That's the Vodlin family. They're a little further along. I think they've got one too.
Oh, okay, okay. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, William.
Billy's, I think, still working if you wanted to go ask him.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure. Oh, go
Billy
ahead,
was
Bear.
very helpful for us when we came into town.
Yeah.
Aaron finally speaks up.
He's a curious sort. Good kid.
Yeah.
Not that bright.
Okay. Good to know.
Well, it ain't like we're some fancy place like that other city state, Bridge or anything, or living in the big city of Pollyanna or anything, but
And that's so fair.
Billy's a little.
Eisenbridge sucks. This is bad place. Those politicians, whew, all of them bad.
Oh, I ain't never been. I just know they've got some sort of fancy academy or something there.
Oh yeah, nerds. The people who study there, they suck. Especially short ones that look like mice. It's the worst.
There's folk there that look like mice. Is that like your arm?
And
You don't
and
even need to roll. He fully believes you.
and I finally speak up. In my shadow, I swear it's not contagious.
Yeah, it's a little weird, but weird shit's been happening.
Well, see,
So,
that's kind of what we're investigating. We've been hearing weird shits happen all the time, and we're kind of weird, and so we figured, maybe we can suss out what's happening here.
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. I mean, it's just folks get scared when something unusual happens and like having grandmother in town during the summer festival has some of the more suspicious lot a little up in arms. I
Yeah,
mean,
we were,
I don't mind that you've got a tentacle, ma'am. It's not something normal, but it looks okay, I guess.
and it's. I don't think it's contagious either. Otherwise, like we would
That's
have it
good.
too.
I
Yeah.
don't think I don't think we'd really be able to tell if it was them or something else happened. I mean, like my brother woke up with like one of his eyes gone all white. Now, Dad thinks that he just injured it or something and been hiding that from us. But it glows at night. It's so strange. And I tried to make sure that Mom didn't know, but it's
So
it's just
your
strange.
brother, the same one that like came over here, or is that someone different?
Oh no, he just works on another farm over.
Perhaps we can talk to your brother since, we're kind of in the business of things happening.
Well,
You know,
all right, but that was I don't know 3 months ago. He woke up like that. I don't think it's gonna go back. It ain't fixed itself by now.
I don't think it's something that necessarily has to be fixed if you catch my drift.
Okay. Welcome, Raiders. Sorry to interrupt, but we've been raided by Sword and Key over on Twitch. If you're watching on Moonbeam, thank you so much. Let's give them a shout out. Very cool. So Sword and Key has also raided over into Fuz's channel. Another shout out to Fuzka and the. I need to type because I can't speak and type at the same time. Sword and
Welcome, everyone.
Key. Um,
Yeah.
there we go. Yeah, awesome. Yes, so for those of you who are not familiar with us, and Sword and Key, as I was saying, also rated over into Fusk's channel, who are, I believe, still doing their subathon. But yes, they are a wonderful role-playing channel as well. Very cool people, very cool people. Also, I believe that they've had my wonderful friend Ava on with them a couple times and in some of their games recently. But for those of you just joining us, one, don't be afraid to go stretch your legs. I know that you guys might have been streaming or online for a while. We are in Alter Deco Archives, and we are playing Cypher system, not D&D, a campaign called Empyrean Wilds. These are my wonderful players. We are currently missing Alina, who plays Kale. And they are investigating some weird shit going on in a kind of rural, not quite town, like it's barely a town settlement along the road where magic has been doing some weird shit in the world and caused one of the spirit houses slash Karens to go and disappear, and now they're trying to investigate others. Um, but yeah, some weird shit is going on. So stretch, get some water. Uh, Stick around if you find us interesting. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and jump back into it. So you were saying something about it not needing to be fixed
I don't think
necessarily.
it's necessarily anything that needs to be fixed. I think it just needs to be, I don't want to say investigated. It's not quite the word I'm looking for, but I think,
You want to check on him or something?
yeah,
Do you
because
think
I
he's gonna
mean,
get sick from it?
I don't think so. I mean, see all of this and the tattoos kind of flares like this just kind of happened overnight as well. And
Okay.
I don't think I'm sick or anything.
All right. All right. Well, that's nice of you, I guess. So, do you want me to show you where that Karen is? Do you want to go talk
Yeah,
to
let's do
Billy
that.
or do you want to
Let's do
talk to my brother?
let's do that first. Let's find the Cairns, and then we can
Yeah.
probably talk to Billy and your brother after they're done with their work.
All right,
I don't. We're trying
okay.
not to disrupt too much, even though I know that we kind of did scare off poor Mac in the town, and do apologize because
He's a little faint of everything, honestly speaking. Um, they they don't get out much. Um, but all right, well, I guess it shouldn't be too much trouble. I do need to get back to like thinning the field and everything and checking on stuff.
yeah, just
But
like I said, just take us to. We can probably figure out our way back. You know, to the
all right,
town, and we'll probably stay
well,
here overnight again. Billy was uh very nice and accommodating. It was very comfortable.
all right, well, I'm supposed to be getting some lunch from the tavern, but um, that'll wait. It's still early. Right. Okay. This way, I guess. Thanks for leaving the store when I asked you to, I guess. Um, what'd you say your name was, ma'am?
I'm Baron. And that's
All right.
Ball, and that's Fong.
All right. Varen, Ball,
Teresa.
Fong. All
Bow.
right.
Oh,
Teresa
yeah.
Bow.
Bow.
Yeah.
Bow.
Teresa
All
Bow.
right.
No,
Right.
just Teresa. Teresa Ball.
Yeah. Teresa Ball. I'm, Ball's my boss, so
Teresa Bell.
formal name
Yep.
and all.
Mm-hmm.
Teresa Bell. All right. Um. Okay. This way. And I guess you just follow William through
Hmm.
the
Yeah.
down the
Yeah.
road. He leads you to the east side of the small settlement, which is closer to the river. Um, it's kind of peaceful. There's the occasional person that you see out working in the field, one or two that wave off at him as he's escorting you. There seems to be some curiosity as you pass by, but no one really stops to ask. It's just looking to see that he's escorting people along instead of just going back to work. Um, field looks lush, healthy. It really enjoyed the rain that it's been getting. None of those strange signs of the oddly colored plants that had strange smells, I think I described it as, um, that the weavers had mentioned. And after a little bit of walking, you do eventually get to what seems to be a somewhat shaded area with a couple of fruit trees growing around it, bushes nearby, and a maybe 2.5, 3 foot tall, strangely stacked collection of stones. In the center of it, maybe, is one large oblong piece that is precariously almost balancing the flatter pieces on top. But it's just what in other areas or cultures it might be like an odd art piece, but just stone, no moss or anything growing on it, just there. Oh, there it is.
Well, that one's still there, and it looks like it's in pretty good condition.
Eh, I think this family doesn't really do much with it.
Um, out of character question, because I wasn't here. Has anybody touched these here before?
Uh, Not in the group because you
Yeah.
guys didn't see like encounter one prior
This
to
is
the
the
whole
first physical one.
scenario
Oh,
with the
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
because the
gotcha.
circle had like developed prior to grandmother even being in town. That's what had caused the weirdness in the Weaver's plot. Um, so while
Gotcha.
you have the awareness that they exist elsewhere, and Varen has probably encountered them before, the group in general has not dealt with any so far. Um, Theoretically speaking, people have probably touched them before. Um, but beyond that,
Okay, I'm gonna touch it.
all right. He just kind of stands there with his raking hoe, watches you.
I
It
put my
feels like
tentacle
stone.
on it,
Yeah, it feels like stone.
and then I'm gonna close my eyes and use my deity connections to try to see if there's any magic to this thing.
Oh.
Okay,
Mm.
give me a roll.
I'm gonna put my all three levels of effort into this.
Whoa.
Damn. Okay. Okay.
So that would be because it's 3 for the first one and then 2 for the next 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm still at 12.
12. And how many levels ease is that total? 3?
3. Yeah,
Okay.
because I don't have I haven't taken a training for Doha yet.
Okay. How many advancements are you guys at currently?
0.
I think we had one
I
advancement
Oh, we have
2
one?
sessions
Oh,
ago.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
right.
All right, cool.
I got
Didn't know if you
right.
had taken anything. Oh, yeah, you put something. I remember what you had
No.
asked me about, and I was going to be chatting about that with you. But yeah,
Oh, right.
so yeah,
Never mind.
so you guys kind of watch as Val reaches out and tentacle,
Tentacle.
tentacle,
Mhm.
tentacle kind of wraps over and around the rocks at the very top of the cairn. And it is oddly sturdy for something that looks like it is barely balancing in place. It looks like it is as fragile as a house of cards. But there is not even the slightest shift or tilt as you touch it. Feels like stone. It's a little cool to the touch because it's in the shade. Not super rough. It's kind of like a river stone. And then you close your eyes and you're focusing and concentrating. And like a slow build, warmth and freshness almost seems to rise up from where you're standing and where you're touching the cairn. It's like fresh sea breeze after a storm. It's like freshly turned earth when you're digging something up. It's like newly cut flowers or a handful of perfectly ripe blueberries. It's sweet and a little earthy, a little grassy, vaguely warm. There's something there. It's not like when Peradoha is watching you, though. It's not that strong. It's not that ominous. It's
Yeah,
just
something else.
nature. You almost imagine this is possibly what Kale felt when they were connected to the grove. And then you feel little sparks. 1, 2, 7, 20, 50, hundreds. Hundreds of tiny little, not quite lives spread throughout this and other ones nearby. Probably the nature spirits that Kale thought they saw.
Okay. I am going to retract my hand from the cairn, or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to turn around. I'm going to knock, and I'm going to go, yup. So, this like, so it's nature, but it's not like a deity nature. I think it's something more, I don't want to sound redundant, but natural, if you will. Like it's not the will of any creature, I don't think. But well, this hmm, I don't know how to explain it properly. I've never felt anything like it, but I could feel little lives. Like hmm, I don't want to insult these creatures, but sort of like you know how if you could feel the living creatures around and you sense insects. They were like tiny, not insignificant, very important, but still smaller
Kind of,
than.
kind of like fireflies or something.
Yeah, like about 10,000 of them, I would say.
Oh, I wouldn't believe my eyes if I saw that many.
Right, no, it was hard to believe. Um, yeah, I'm getting really sleepy for some reason now. No, yeah. So I think I didn't feel any negative like feelings to it. Felt honestly felt nice.
That's real weird.
Mm.
William is still standing there with his
Oh,
raking hoe. Oh,
it's
that's
not weird. I'm just sort of like connected to a goddess. It's fine. Um, or a deity rather. Um,
wow. I think one of my great, great something or other greats of grandfather was like priest of something or whatever.
really?
Yeah, you'd have to go way back in the family tree though.
Right. Do you know who?
No, I never met him.
I meant
It was a long time ago.
no. I know. I meant like who they worshipped.
Oh, just a minute. Mom makes me carry it around and like starts rifling around in his pouches and pockets and like pulls something out and hands it over to you. It's a spiral, like
Hmm.
a flattened shell.
Hmm. That's fascinating. You know how long ago
Yeah,
Yon existed?
I don't really know what god it's supposed to be, really,
I
but
do.
they yeah, supposedly like my great however many times grandfather or something, it's like some sort of priest of them,
Huh.
married someone or something. Mm, yeah, it's what it is. Mom makes me carry it around, you know, fucking protection and all that.
Uh, I'm gonna hand it back to him,
Yeah,
but for the other two, there's like a look of like
yeah,
not reverence, but like Bal is taking this very seriously.
no,
And as I hand it back to or to him, I'll say, she'll go, well, if she listens to me, I'm sure she'll listen to you. Make sure that they don't, you take care of it.
yeah.
And,
And the symbol was maybe a couple inches across. It's some sort of metal that's fairly tarnished, but inlaid as the spiral seems to be like, I don't know, seashell or something like that.
well,
Um, yeah, the chain for it broke, I don't know how long ago, so just
you should,
we carry it
you
in
should
a
find a,
pocket or something.
you should find a replacement for it. A symbol like that should not be worn anywhere other than around your neck. That provides the most protection.
Oh, well, like, it can get caught in like things when we're working, so that's why we try and have it like tucked away so that it doesn't get caught on anything.
So, the name is Pendula. Yes,
Paradoa. Okay.
right. Yeah, the same deity that I follow.
Oh. Oh yeah. Well, mom would like to meet you then at some point. She grew up on the stories of it and stuff.
I think that'd be brilliant. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is important to me.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. So, congratulations for being connected or whatever, I guess. Um, but I guess it's nice that the Cairns are like alive. Is that what you meant? I don't really know. But yeah, so our farmhouse is like the one that's a little that like gestures in a slightly northern direction to where you guys are. So this would be on the northern end of the field to the house south of them. Um, we've got a little bit of a smaller area, but yeah, our house is like up that way a little bit. If you want to meet Ma, she'll probably be back from whatever she's doing out at the river at some point this evening. If you wanted to check in with her, I'm sure she'd love to have you for dinner. Because, as I said, she grew up on those stories, and Dad didn't really tell us much on that, but she's a little bit on the suspicious side.
Right. Yeah, I'll probably drop by sometime. Thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, try not to, make a mess or ruin anything in the fields here or anything. Um, but I do got to get back to work.
Right.
Try not to scare Nick or Mac again, because he might actually piss himself this time, and I'd want to at least witness it if he did. So I'm gonna be off.
We'll see you later, William. And thank you so much for your help.
Yeah, yeah. And he just kind of lumbers away.
All right.
I go up to Ball and I slap my hand on Ball's shoulders, like, now that can't be just a coincidence now. Like,
Lovely, yeah. All right. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Oh,
Yeah.
that's strange.
and then like his brother starting to get like some like vision stuff. Oh, we got to stop by dinner tonight.
Yeah. We should bring something.
Well, and I say yeah, and then I was like, oh, but I don't know if we're allowed to go back to the store. Well, we'll figure something out.
Well, yeah, we got to pick up our commissioned Karen anyway, so.
Oh, by the way, Joel, you did learn that Varen's mother's name is Karen. That was
because
last session when
because
you were Karen.
Billy at the barn that we stayed at, his mother is Millie. So you'll discover that people like to name. It's not necessarily cultural, but it is common.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
But yeah. So what are you guys gonna do?
You guys wanted to investigate the Karen, right?
So you learned that it's like there's like little souls or something mystical.
Aye. Something like that, yeah. It was like a bunch of them. I think that was gathered, right? Debbie? Like they were just around.
Um, they seemed to be connected in some way to it. You could
Yeah.
feel more out and ranging and some way connected to others that seemed to be like this. So you could feel more of these kind of connections slash maybe housings or growths further out and in an array. Where those specific locations you weren't able to gather, but yeah, you could feel something connected to it that seemed to be tens or hundreds even of life or souls or spirits or something.
I will tell that to them.
Did out of character, did Kale tell us about the energy that they saw when we were first coming into town?
I think so.
Okay. We just couldn't see them, but Kale did.
Yeah.
Okay. So Varen starts to put two and two together. It's like, Hey, I know that I didn't really get a glimpse of them, but Kale was saying that they saw a bunch of like little twinkly lights over in the fields on the way here. Do you think that maybe those are just like some spirits and maybe the cairn that's missing that was theirs and now they can't figure out where they're supposed to go? Just a thought. I don't know.
It makes sense.
Listen, I know I said that like cairns can't just be built, but like gotta at least try it.
Yeah,
Maybe perhaps that we can figure out maybe some kind of ritual. William's mom might know some. If she's connected, she could maybe tell us that maybe there's something we can do to bring him back.
that'd be great. I mean, right now, all I have to go off of is, this rock here, balancing act, and hoping that that might be appealing to these little spirits. But it'd be nice to get an expert on this.
If only we can find the grandmother, and we know she was here.
Yeah. It seems like she shows up when people need her, so
And if she's gone, that means that. Hmm. And I feel like at this point, Varen kind of like starts digging through her pack and pulls out the bits of like yarn and stuff and starts just kind of like weaving
Okay.
something. She doesn't quite know what she's trying to do, but she's in her mind. She thinks that maybe the grandmother's connected in some way. So if she just weaves enough, maybe it will send out a signal.
Okay. Um, so do you have specific colors or anything that you're trying to work with, or?
I feel like the grandmother is very much like a kind of a purples, blues and purples, because those are Varen's very much a very like earthy orange autumn colors. So she starts working with blues and purples first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you take out some of the yarns and strings that you've got in your pack from the different crafty type things that you do and that you've also picked up to help tie together the little mini wicker dolls that you
Mhm.
guys use. And you start kind of braiding and hand weaving some stuff together.
I feel like
Fong,
Varen doesn't explain what she's doing to the others, so they're just seeing me doing this. And
Fong, do you have any ideas or plans or thoughts on what's going on?
I mean, Fong is just hung up on the fact that it's like, okay, she shows up where people need her.
Hmm.
So then maybe if we need her really bad, then she'll show up. And so Fong is just like, I believe I want to say he's probably like he's got his eyes like just closed, just thinking, how do I need someone? Grandmother, I need you right now, right here. And just like trying to focus in on that, but not sure like what it would entail.
Okay. Um, so you stand there and you close your eyes and you like scrunch your face and you focus and you think really hard. How does this work? Grandmother, I need you. You strain something in your neck.
Oh no.
You focused and tightened just a little too much.
I look up and say, "Oh, Fong, like don't strain yourself too much." She doesn't respond to that generally.
Ah, man.
Um, make an intellect roll,
All of us.
Fong, because he
Oh.
was like trying really hard to figure out how do you need someone? What does that even mean? So
Hmm.
maybe in straining himself a little bit, he figured something out. I don't know.
Okay. I will put an effort into this because I feel
Okay.
like he's using a lot of effort and,
Okay. Okay.
straining his face.
Sounds fun. Sounds good.
That is a 12.
Well, um, so need. Need is a funny thing because generally people, and this is something that was told to you a lot when you were younger, and so it comes to mind, possibly without really wanting it to. A lot of people confuse want with need, and you were told that a lot.
Mhm.
And you have a feeling that your dad would tell you that what you're experiencing right now is want, not need. What did what did the Weavers need? Like they needed her, okay? And it was not even that they were thinking of her or wanting her that you really know of. It's just they were experiencing something that she might have been able to help with.
Hmm.
And that was the need, not the mental call out to her.
Ah, okay. All of you would see like just a little bit of a frustrated look on Fong's face. And then he just kind of nods. It's like the sort of nod that you might expect of someone who's like who's like being lectured by their parent as he's thinking about his father saying those words. It's like, all right, all right.
Try to get my camera to focus. There we go.
But yeah, Fong recognizing that at least,
Hmm.
and that there isn't anything he can do right now to summon her or anything, is focused on maybe thinking of ideas for what to bring to William and William's mother, um, for the dinner invitation.
Okay. And Bal, what's Bal doing or saying or thinking?
I think I think knowing that might be a bit in this particular location, I think I'm gonna use my daily see through Ace's eyes ability.
Hmm? Oh, you're gonna try and see through Ace's eyes?
Yep.
Okay. Um, are you settling anywhere or are you just gonna stand there?
Mm, I think I'm gonna try. I'm gonna sit by the Karen and try to see if I can like some of that power for my special
Okay.
eyes.
Okay. Give me a roll.
Okie dokie.
And are you
Hey,
trying to remain unsensed? Because you've been able to do this for a couple of months now, and you've done it not super frequently, but enough to know that not always, but sometimes you can sense when Ace sees through your eyes.
I'll try to do it unattended, sure.
Okay.
But my roll was a 10.
A 10? Okay. So you focus, and you breathe in, and you feel that brief connection that is in your mind from having seen Paradoha's symbol on a talisman that a random farmer had. You reach out, There's a slight sway. It's kind of the sway that you get from a very small sailboat. You hear the crashing around you of waves. Now you don't normally hear a lot. It's just the sound of Perdoha with you as you look through Ace's eyes this time. And you can feel her with Ace.
Huh.
The song grows louder, Ace humming along to it. They've got dark skin this time. You can see their hands a little weathered as they pull a rope tighter on the small sailboat that you found them on. You're not
Hmm.
sure where they're heading. There's the weight of a sack of something across their back. And you can feel them as well as hear them humming along. That same tune. Paradoha helping to guide the boat. Something important. Barrier? You're not sure.
Gotcha. Cool, 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 cool. Yeah, that's cool. Cool, cool. Yeah, yeah.
The captions. They read, "Go lay down as coconut."
Yeah, that's exactly what I told the dog.
Yeah, coconut. Coconut, dog, coconut.
God, okay. Cool, 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 cool.
Cool, cool,
Chill.
cool, cool.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
gonna suffer.
yeah. You're just gonna sit there absorbing Paradoha helping to guide Ace for however long you've got the vision.
I'm gonna try to hold on to that connection for as long as possible, explicitly to see if I can find any indication of where he is.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, I'm gonna put 3 levels of effort into this.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a Cypher to roll that. I'm sorry, excuse me.
Okay.
Can I just use my second Cypher?
Yes. Also, guys, don't forget that I have dropped into the, I think, artifacts tracking chat that there are other ciphers that you can use as subtle ciphers rather than just rerolls.
Oh, sick.
I rolled an 8.
8.
So
8?
annoyed. I went
Okay,
from
yeah.
6 to 5 to 8.
It's still close to the coast. You know that because boat this small would not be able to go off the coast. So off to the left, which means that the boat is heading somewhat south or southwest-ish, depending on how far along the coast it is.
Right.
And you can vaguely see the shore. Ace isn't focusing in that direction. So
Why would he do
where
anything?
you are, yeah, those unfortunately those rolls did not. Oh, wow. Okay. I missed this in chat. Luckily it was only about 5 minutes ago. MLAS, because she has gifted some moonstones in Moonbeam a couple of times. I granted a couple of assets or complications that she could give out at her whim, and gave her restrictions on what those could be, and has chosen that she is going to give an asset to each of you for the stream.
Aw,
That is
thank
not going to help
you.
you in this particular moment because you did not roll well, but letting you know that it is there. Thank you very much, Emily's Revenge. But yes, so for those of you who happen to be watching on Moonbeam, moonstones do build up towards granting assets because we aren't able to really designate a system or bot to grant that in the system yet. We are just having to keep track of when those come in. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, so it's hard to tell where on the coast. Like it could be any number of places because of the not focusing. It's hard to say. Like, because you weren't really even sure where on the peninsula Ace was the last time you looked through their eyes. You just know that they were at camp.
Yeah. One day this ability will let me see good information.
It's the rolls, man. It is the
Not
rolls.
this day. Yeah,
So,
like a school kid whose crush is now flirting with another guy. I'm going to sulk for a little bit and just give the other two this time and space to do whatever the fuck they want.
well, I think it is actually also an excellent spot for us to take a little bit of a break. I need to refill my water. I'm sure that the players would love to stretch and do things. So we'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes.
Sounds
Thank you so
good.
much. Stay tuned. Also, stretch and get water and stuff if you are watching. So we will return soon. It is 4:47 Eastern time, so we will return at 5 Eastern. Get you a And we're back. Sorry about that random flash that you got. We had some camera adjustment going on uh, that I was trying to fix. But yes, uh, welcome back to Empyrean Wilds, episode 11, where we have only mild family trauma going on in the background. Uh, but yeah, so we have Varen messing with some yarn and threads, trying to do a little bit of hand weaving in hopes that it in some way connects with the grandmother, reaching out to this person or entity spiritually via similar technique, essentially. We've got Fong that strained something by trying to knead too hard, and then realized that's not how that works. I'm just gonna be like, okay, there's not something I can do right now. I'm gonna try and figure out what can we bring to dinner with this lovely family that we've got a connection to now. And Val is sitting at the cairn going, really? Really? You betray me like this? Etu perdoha etu. Um, but yes, so mental drama all around. After a couple of minutes, Varen, you don't notice a difference, and the grandmother doesn't just magically appear, but you also don't know if it will take longer for it to essentially call to her. You're also not sure if this will just kind of help to lead you in the direction that she has otherwise been called. It could be helpful. It is too soon to tell. Um, but at the moment, it did not just make her magically appear. Fong, there's it's hard to say what you could potentially bring to dinner. Mostly because you guys don't have a lot of things with you that could be like guest gifts, housewarming type gifts, as you uh, go to the door of a stranger's house and be like, hey, your son invited us to dinner. Um, and there's not much of a way or location that you could make food. Um, if you wanted to kind of look around and see if there's something that you could potentially like throw together slash craft, you can like make general search checks to find interesting things or something that you specifically would be thinking about to look for. Or you could also just purchase something from the tavern and bring it with you. It's just, it would be fairly obvious to be from the tavern. So
Hmm.
those are the most obvious things that I, as the GM, would be able to be like, these are things that Fang could think of. If you have other ideas, you're welcome to suggest them.
Okay, cool. I'm Hey, look, I don't know if there's like a liquor store or something, or if that would be the same trade place, but I think
That would be
Fong
the
is
trade
like,
place.
it'd be great. It's just like a nice bottle of alcohol.
So when you were talking with Billy, he mentioned the blackberry port that you guys had sampled from there, that he had underneath the counter. He had just gotten from a passing tradesman or merchant. So unfortunately, indeed, the trade shop is the most likely place to find any offset booze that has been left behind. Or you might luck out and happen to see a tradesman passing through town, uh, but there's not really an alcohol shop in a settlement this small. Most of them will make it themselves or buy it at the tavern.
Okay. Okay. Hmm. I might just go to the tavern and spend too much.
It's up to you. Are you
Yeah.
going to let them know that, or are you just going to kind of slip away while Belle has her eyes closed and Varen is messing with yarn?
Um, Fong might see Bao with her eyes closed and think, okay, I don't want to bother her.
Mhm.
This feels like a magic thing, and I don't know a lot about magic things, but I don't want to mess it up. Um, Varen, if Varen's eyes aren't closed, then Fong is gonna be like, "Hey, I was thinking of going to get a gift for the dinner. Um, I'll be back."
Do you want us to just meet you in town? Because we were going to talk to Billy, the innkeeper.
Sure. Yeah. I wasn't sure how long this was gonna take here, so
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't really know what Ball's up to, but hopefully it won't take us too much longer.
okay, sounds good. Yeah, I'll meet y'all in town.
So, vaguely, as you are going, why is she guiding them? Uh, Far in the distance, barely at the edge of your perception, you vaguely hear Fong going, I'll meet you guys in town. So, after several minutes, Val, you would feel the connection ease and then break away. And there's still that song in the back of your head and the faint rushing of waves that almost blends into the sounds of nature and the world around you as you are pretty much just back with yourself. Corey will offer you a hand up.
I'll take it. Um, I think hmm, I think there's a moment where she's about to say something. Willow, I am busy. Leave me alone.
Oh,
Doggies
No,
want attention, guys. Doggies want attention.
I swear, if you come back inside and then bug me to leave you to let you out, I will not do anything because I love you.
I imagine that this is like the exact conversation that Ball is having.
Sorry, sorry. This is a
It-
16-year-old dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
She's an
Old puppy.
old lady.
old puppy.
Anyway,
Old puppy. Hi, buddies. Oliver says
Hello.
hi
oh,
too.
Oliver.
It is apparently the time of all of the animals because we have the cat as well.
Yeah, Milo just came up and meowing at me. What do you want, buddy?
Hi, Adventurous. Hi. You're so waggy. He's a wagon dog.
So cute. Mr. Boy.
Yeah. He's the good boy.
Anyway,
Yeah.
there's a moment where she's gonna say something and then notices that Fong is gone and goes, "Where's the other one?"
Oh, he went back into town. He was gonna go try to get something for William's dinner later tonight.
Right.
Told him we'd meet him there since we're gonna go talk to Billy later. So I figured we would just, save him some steps and meet him in town.
Are you aware that we met him when he got himself in trouble? But I feel like
I
it
mean,
was
to be fair, we're always a little bit in trouble, so it's not like that unusual.
right.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. You should probably not have let him go on his own. Do you know where he's going?
Well, we couldn't have gotten that far. There's not like that many places in town to go to.
The problem is not that there are many places in town. The problem is that I trust Fang to find the worst place in town to go to.
Well, I mean, there was only like 3 buildings. It's not like he could have. Okay. I will. We should probably go after him.
Good idea. Are you done here? Or do you need to do anything else?
I'm done. I mean, technically, I can do what I'm doing anywhere, so I guess we should go.
All
We should
right.
go. We should go.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
All right. So you guys head back into town. So, Fong, indeed, where are you going? And there are more than 3 places technically. Like, there is a blacksmith that works mostly doing like metal pieces for carts, transports, boxes, horseshoes, like very simple farrier type of blacksmith. There's a the shop that you guys got kicked out of. There is the tavern, which has a couple of rooms that, as you have previously been informed, are in the process of being slightly repaired and cleaned out due to a fire. And there's like a couple of other small buildings that you're not quite sure what they do, but they don't really look like shops.
Okay.
And then, of
Uh,
course, the big barn thing.
I think I'm gonna go to the tavern.
Okay. So you've been there, you are familiar with it, you had a wonderful breakfast before all of this. Um, it's probably late morning. Well, actually, it's probably close to midday at this point with the amount of walking around that you guys did and how late you woke up. Um, so there's a good number of people in there having some food. Anyone that didn't have food prepared for them when they went out in the field came through. It's not completely full. You even see a couple that look like they might be travelers passing through that are sitting. And yeah, there's a couple of tavern workers walking around, setting food and drinks down. Um, it's not really a you will be seated in more of a seat yourself type of place. So
All right. I imagine that Fong would smile at
yeah,
seeing the hubbub in here, even if it's not full. Seeing this many people, it makes him feel a little more comfortable. And he'll go up to the bar.
okay. Um, Go ahead and give me a perception check as you walk through and up to the bar.
All right. 15.
15. Very good. You almost recognize one of the people that seems to be a traveler that's passing through. You're not sure from where though. They don't seem to be looking at you or noticing you, however, as you get up to
Mhm.
the barn.
Okay. Um. Uh. Excuse me, bartender.
Yeah. How how can I help you?
Um. I've I've got two requests. First off, what's your most popular drink?
Probably I
Would you
yeah.
mind sending an ale over to that person, please? Indicating to the person that Fong recognizes, kind of.
Ah, all right. Yeah, I can do that. Uh, waves down one of the tavern workers that is going around to the tables with food. Um, pours fairly hefty pint over to that table. It's gonna be 3 clip, please.
Great. Here you go.
Thank you. Um, mm, she's maybe 5'8", a little bit on the like bulky side. Um, kind of the soft but strong look.
Mm,
Um, wipes
nice.
her hands on a rag. All right, what's the what's the other request?
How much for the most expensive bottle of drink you've got?
That'd still be ale. If you want a bottle of it, I'm sure I can find a bottle to put it in, but it'll also be 3 clip.
For a full bottle?
Yeah, I can find a bottle somewhere to put it in instead of a pint glass.
Oh, okay. In that case, could I get 10 bottles?
Ten bottles. All right.
Yes.
I'd have to see if we have 10 bottles. We normally just kind of keep it in a keg. Um,
How much
give me
for a
give me
keg?
for a keg of ale.
Yeah.
It's not the big kind. I can't freely give you the big kind mostly because I don't really have a way to lift it and put it anywhere. But
Fair.
I can like make you a smaller one and I don't know, I guess 20 clip.
All right. I'll take two of those.
All right. 2 small kegs for 20 clip each. All right.
Yeah.
I can do that for you right now. You thank you, sir.
Thank
You just sit
you.
right down and I will take care of that right now. All right. Um,
Excellent.
you realize that she has probably not had that requested before and had to come up with a number off the top of her head. She
Great.
goes around, goes through a door that seems to be into a cellar of some kind, and you hear bustling, and it takes a little bit. So it will take her a little bit to like find some of the smaller kegs and get them filled up to bring up for you. Um, in the meantime, are you going to be doing anything, or are you just gonna wait there patiently?
I think Fong is going to be waiting. I think the fact that he can't quite place the person that he thinks he recognizes, he's trying to pour over in his head, like, who could that person be? Did I get their name? Because I don't want to go up and be like, I know you from somewhere, because it seemed like some sort of pickup line when I feel like I do know them from somewhere, and I'm not trying to chat someone up here. And so he's just kind of like trying to think, and hoping he can come across it before having to deal with that.
Okay. So, firstly, fun Evie lore. I have experienced that before and also used it for a pickup line for the someone that
Ah,
looked familiar.
nice.
Um, it worked. Uh, we
Hell yeah.
had gone to school together and I just vaguely recognized them. It was hilarious. Uh,
That's awesome.
but yeah, that's just random Evie lore. Aside from that, for the game, go ahead and give me an intellect based roll for remembering or memory.
Okay.
See if you can place them.
That
Do
is
you
an
have anything
11.
that aids or hinders?
No.
It's been a while, and you just know that they look familiar. They've kind of got that face.
Hmm.
They're dressed a little bit nicer than like the kind of rural woven clothing that's fairly popular around here. Like they've got that really nice, subtle kind of buckskin type of material as the majority of their clothing. You know, the fancy shit that
Hmm.
you remembered that one vendor that you guys saw going through.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, so like a little bit nicer dressed, familiar face. It's got like a scar down one side and reaching to the neck. So that's kind of why it's memorable.
Hmm.
No clue. You just know that it was a while ago.
Okay. I think Fong at this point is gonna be like, okay, I'm hoping they don't come up to me now because I don't remember the name,
Yeah.
and maybe Baal and Varen will know if I describe them to them. So hopefully those kegs will come out quickly, and I could
Okay.
pay and get out of here before it gets awkward.
Okay. So, Valen Verid, how quickly do you rush towards town? Do you walk casually? Are you going, I do not trust Fong to not get into a fight? What is the speed? What is the mood?
I'm following Ball's lead on this.
I am going at a laser pace.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah,
If Bond manages to get in trouble, Val is going to be so happy about it. He just doesn't want to be the one to start the trouble.
sounds good. Sounds good. Um, so yeah, as you walk along, get that same level of passive interest from the workers that you pass that are tending to their various fields and plants and such. There's no cries of alarm ahead as you head into town. Fong, after a good 10 minutes or so, you get a little bit more nervous because you can see that the couple of guys that are at the table have kind of looked over in your direction after the ale was provided because also can be perceived as a pickup line. I'm going to send a drink over there. So they just kind of look over in your direction and like one of them kind of nods. They drink it. They don't get up, but they are paying attention in your direction now because you also didn't come over to them after they kind of nodded in acknowledgement of the drink.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
So it's
good.
now just this really awkward, like they're kind of looking over at you sometimes and you're looking over at them sometimes. And then the bartender comes back and like, boom, boom, two heavy thuds of 2-gallon kegs worth of ale onto the counter for you.
Thank you.
All right.
And he's gonna drop 49 clips, and
Okay.
say, "Keep the change."
All right. That's thank you for the tip. That's nice of you. So whenever you need anything in town, you just come by and let me know. Are you coming to stay or something? Are you like moving in? Is this for a party?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say party, but I'm having dinner with William, so I figured it'd be nice to, uh, bring a gift.
Oh, over at the Pharaoh place. Yeah, William's the nice guy. William's the nice guy. I like him.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. What was your name? You've been fantastic.
Sally.
Sally. Thank you so much, Sally. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Yeah, and it's like there's just a very noticeable discomfort after Fong has like done the transactional back and forth. He remembers, oh yeah, we're having a standoff here. And he's like, I gotta get out of here. All right, thank you. Like, lift kegs,
Yeah.
run out.
Yeah. So you're lifting approximately 40 pounds
Great.
because each are about 20 pounds. And it's like 20-pound like dumbbell weights isn't that bad, but like big 2-gallon keg things,
A little sloshing around.
yeah.
Can someone get the door, please?
One of the workers will get you the door, and the travelers like watch you as these gallons of ale go out with you and are just watching you walk out the door. They don't get up, though they are obviously curious.
Yeah, Fong, as soon as he's out the door, he's like, I've escaped. We're good. Everything is fine now. And he'll just be looking around, trying to
Yeah.
see if Ball and Varen are anywhere.
It's they were probably only about 10 or 15 minutes behind you with the amount of time that it would have taken for Val to come out of it and talk to things or talk to them about where the hell you went. Yeah, talk to things. Talk to them about where the hell you went. And the couple of minutes that it would have taken after you left before that happened. So yeah, they're only about 10 or 15 minutes behind with them walking casually and leisurely towards town. So probably about the time that you wander out into the street and you're just like, now what? You see them coming through between a couple of those buildings towards the street. And Bal, I am sorry, Fong is just standing innocently outside of the tavern with two decent sized, personal sized kegs of something, just holding it there, standing and looking around, and looks relieved to see you.
Oh, hey, did you steal that?
No, I bought it.
Oh,
It's a gift
for whom?
for for William for dinner tonight.
I
Oh,
thought maybe it would have been for us, but that's nice too.
Hey, I'm sure that they would let us partake a little bit. Do y'all okay, so there was someone in there. And like Fong starts to describe the traders, and like harps on the scar and says, you wouldn't happen to know their names, would you? Because like I felt like I know this person, but I don't remember.
uh, I do. The name is it's Kevin.
Kevin?
Kevin, yeah.
I should have known.
Yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
I sent an ale over, and then I didn't go talk to them because I couldn't remember. So
Right. No, yeah, that's what I would do.
you too? Okay, great, good.
Uh-huh.
I was afraid it was weird.
You? No, impossible. I think you're probably the sanest person here.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Captain.
All right. Well, man, there's no captain.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm still getting used to this position.
There's no decision. Okay. So, I'm sorry. Is there anything else? Is this it? This is what you came to town for?
Yeah, this is it. I think we wanted to talk with Billy before we headed over to have some dinner, but I figured
Right.
I'd just get a head start on getting a gift and all that. So
Okay. I guess it's fine. Sorry, that was me. Val said that without yawning.
Out of character, I forgot why we wanted to go back and talk to Billy.
Billy's family also has a cairn. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay,
More
That was-
cairns.
that's right.
I'll be honest. I'm just here for the ride.
For the what?
For the ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Val is just not having a good year, so
Mel hasn't been having a good time since they found her in that cave inspecting a wall.
yeah.
Oh snap.
It's the day of Sapphire.
Yeah, Sapphire Day.
Mhm.
But yeah, so are you gonna seek out Billy, or having inspected a cairn, you're satisfied?
I feel like we should at least ask about it if he's noticed anything unusual happening around it. It's at least worth stopping by before we head to dinner.
Yeah.
Okay. So going to the big
Going
barn
back,
thing?
going to the big barn.
Okay. It now being midday and Billy having started his shift somewhere around midnight. When you walk in, Billy is not at the counter. Instead, you see a girl, maybe 13 years old, gangly, a little too tall for her clothing. She's probably gone through a growth spurt recently. Freckles all over her face. Bright red curly hair. Hi? Hi. Um, do you need do you need a storage uh thing? Hi.
Oh, hello, Wendy. We're looking for Billy.
Billy went back to his family to work. He's not here.
Hmm.
My
You
name's
wouldn't
not
have,
Wendy.
well, first off, what is your name, and do you know where Billy's work is at the moment? We're looking for Billy.
Well, my name's Luna, and Billy's probably on his farm if he's not taking a nap.
We just need you to know which one's his farm. We're new to the area, and we just wanted to we had a couple questions for him.
Oh, it's
It
a little further up the road. Fourth farmhouse.
okay, okay, because we'll probably also depending on our plans, we might be able to stay the night later as well.
Okay. So do you need a storage block, or do you not need a storage block? You don't
No,
seem to have like horses or anything, but they might be outside. Uh,
I think we're okay for now.
okay.
So I turned to Fong and was like, so you're just going to carry those two kegs everywhere for
Yeah.
okay, okay.
I think we might have a wheelbarrow that we can rent if you want to,
I spent
if you
all
bring
of
it
my
back.
money, so I can't afford it.
Okay.
But thank you.
I'm not
How,
supposed
how,
to let people stay in the loft for free, so I don't think I'll be able to let you stay in the loft either.
All right.
I'm sorry. You seem
It's a
nice.
well, thanks. I appreciate that. You seem nice too.
Thank you. Daddy says I'm real polite.
You are. You are.
Thank you.
Then Fong
I
will
still can't
leave.
let you stay in the loft.
I get it. I get it.
Okay. Bye.
Varen, out of character, Varen kind of wants to like rent the wheelbarrow, but I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea how much money she has at the moment. I have not been keeping track of how much she spent. So she's going to just be like, okay, well, if he doesn't want it, he doesn't want it. So
We'll figure out how much money you've got out
yeah.
between sessions.
Yeah.
So, Bal, do you also promptly turn back around and leave with them?
Oh yeah, like as soon
Okay.
as she was like, "Oh, Billy's not here," I'm already out the door. Like, I
Okay.
was outside before the rest of the conversation happened.
Okay.
Okay, so walk out and I say, oh, so it looks like Bill is out on his actual, like his other second job, and it's she said fourth house down, so we can go talk to him there.
Yeah.
Actually, we might be closer to the cairn that way.
Yeah. Billy had told Hale this morning when mentioning his mom that their farmhouse was north on the road, fourth house
That's
up,
right.
or
We
fourth
do actually
farmhouse
do
up.
know that.
And the girl apparently wasn't lying to you, so she didn't. She wasn't just like, "No, I'm gonna tell you the wrong thing." So that's good.
Yeah. Well, shall
Well,
we?
yeah.
Okay. So you walk up. It's a good, like, because of how much space each of these, like, small farm properties are, it's probably a good 30-minute walk. Whoa, jump, jump,
Uh,
jump, 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 jump.
Fong is getting his workout in.
Yeah. And again, like, pounds each side, not that heavy, bad. Uh, but it's holding in that position for a long time. Your
Yeah.
muscles get tired just from holding the position.
Yeah.
Isometrics are no joke. Um,
Mhm.
so like,
Baron will be nice and offer to hold at least one keg. Yeah.
I'd appreciate that. Thank you.
all right. So walking along, you eventually get to their property. Looking out, they seem to have um, Calvin, the younger son, out working next to a tall man in the field that does not look like Billy. Um, they seem to be, it's hard to say what they're doing. They're working half bent over, but you also see the
Farming.
house.
Sorry, I just said they're farming.
Yeah, they're doing something, farming.
No,
You,
not farting captions. Farming.
yeah, farming. Yeah, they're farming in some fashion. Um, and then you also see the house. It's pleasant. It's not wood, like, and most of the places around here have been a mixture of what seems to be some sort of, like, I don't want to call it clay material, but it almost looks like it is some sort of earthen composite, um, with wood or other structure to help hold it in place. Um, so it's long, wide, fairly nice. Um, Beautiful arrangements of the windows seem to be carved in rather than panes, which Varen is familiar with the style, but it's not really like what would have been seen in, say, Ice and Bridge or various other city states. Are you going to the house, or are you going to go up to the farmers in the field? What you doing?
We should probably go to the house. and see, at least introduce ourselves. Maybe Billy's at the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as you walk up, beautiful double doors. These are made partially of wood, at least they seem to have some sort of either glass or tile mosaic decoration to them. There's a sash for ringing a bell.
I ring the bell.
Okay. Sounds like a fairly large, like dinner bell type of sound, but muffled with a wall between you. Doesn't take long for a fairly petite woman. So, Billy Millie. Um, so, fairly petite woman comes to the door. Behind her is a very young girl with straw blonde hair, kind of peeking out around her dress, and she like has what looks to be some sort of folded material in one hand that she had possibly been working on. Mm. Um, Hi, can I help you?
Oh, you must be Millie. Yeah, we were looking for Billy.
Oh, he's taking a nap. He had the midnight shift at the barn today, this morning, I guess you would call it.
Oh yeah, yeah. He helped us get acquainted with the barn. So
Oh, he said that he met some interesting folk and that one of them had some nice horns that they'd grown from those strange, I don't know, things that had been happening around the world, and they might need some sort of special pillow. Are you here for that?
well, yeah, that's one of the reasons why we're here. Yeah, we wanted to commission a gift for our friend Kale, so they can sleep a little better. But
Okay, okay. Welcome, Taylor Ann in Moonbeam. Thank you so much for the props. Taylor Ann is part of the staff for Moonbeam. So, welcome. Happy to see you guys.
Good.
Uh, but yeah, thank you. Very cool, very cool. But yeah, so as you were saying, sorry about that. Um,
so yeah, we were wanted to commission, but we actually we were also investigating some of the cairns in the area as well, and we heard from William that Billy might be familiar with one on your property.
oh yeah, I think we might indeed have one. Generally, that's Calvin's chore to go out and make sure that it stays clean and clear of debris and such. But he's out working with his father in the field. Um, I I guess I could call him in and have him show you where it is.
Yeah, we were because I don't know. Do you know the Weaver family? Just like over a little bit, young family.
A little bit. Nice couple.
Yeah.
I think her mother had a blanket commission from me for their wedding. It was nice
Right.
little couple.
They're such a sweet couple, but their property is experiencing a little bit of a little oddity, and we think it might be related to the fact that their Karen's gone missing. So we were just
Oh.
making sure that the other Karens are kind of where they need to be, and seeing if there's any hinky stuff going on.
Okay, all right. Yes, I understand that. I certainly hope that ours hasn't gone missing. It's been on the property for a couple generations now, I think. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, let me set this aside. You just wait right there. I'll be right back. She leaves the door cracked, for politeness sake, but
Hmm.
goes back inside, and you hear her kind of shuffling around, probably setting something down. When she comes back out, the girl who's maybe 3 or 4, she has propped up on a hip. All right, well, let me go get Calvin, because I can't really leave my daughter unattended. And yeah, so right this way. Who might uh you might be, I'm sorry, we didn't really introduce ourselves. You knew
Oh
that I
yeah,
was
yeah.
Millie and I just
That was
skipped
so
right
rude.
past that.
That was so rude of me. I know your name. My name is Varen Leck, and then this here is Fong, and that is Teresa Ball over there.
All right. Nice to meet you, Teresa and Fong and Varen. Yeah, so right this way, right this way. Um, but yeah. So she kind of walks out along the porch, and you see more of those beautifully carved windows that seem to have from inside probably shutters. You can see edges of them, but would allow breezes to pass through. And as she gets to the end of the porch, she waves hand in the air and starts calling fairly loudly, like goes from soft-spoken petite woman to wow, that's some volume. Um, you're not in trouble. You just come on. I got something for you to do. Like super loud. Takes a minute, but he comes jogging. Looks briefly panicked as he runs up, especially since he recognizes you from when you first came in. Uh, Calvin, honey. Yes. Sorry, sweetie. Pats her daughter on the face, who's just like, uh, Calvin, sweetie, these lovely folk are going around investigating because Weaver's had something strange happen on their property, and they just need you to show them to the cairn that you have been helping to maintain for your daddy. So you just walk them along with you. If anything comes up, don't be afraid to shout for your pa. And I'm sure that Billy will probably wake up from his nap in a couple of hours if you need him. So just be polite, hurry on, and then get back to work, all right? Good boy. And then just pats him on the head and walks around. Thank you so much for being so polite. And after you are done, you just come let me know about that pillow that you wanted me to make. Uh, it's a nice tight weave. It's the best that you're going to find for miles around.
Well,
What?
thank you.
I just looked over at the chat and I'm just like, wait, what?
I also saw that too.
That's a thing. Okay. I know we don't want you to get that. Anyway, for Joel, who is not in Moonbeam chat, there was some interesting tags to some of the streams that this Moonbeam staff member has been hopping through and seeing. Um, phallic in particular, apparently. And I'm just like, okay, sure. Wow. Anyway, yeah, so she leaves you with her son Calvin and bustles off with her daughter to go back to whatever it was she was doing. And then he shuffles a little bit in place, awkward. Um, he probably takes after his mother in height, unlike Billy. Um,
I wondered when she patted him on the head. I was imagining her doing like one of those.
oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Calvin, as memory serves, was only a couple inches taller than Kale.
Yeah, that's right.
Um, so unfortunately, Calvin did not get daddy's genes. Calvin got mama's genes, and
Which might be beneficial for Mama now that I think about it.
yeah. Um, but yeah, so Billy is the big boy, and Calvin is fairly petite. But yeah, so he's just kind of shuffles a little awkwardly, looks at you guys, is shorter than all of you because Kale is not here. Where'd your friend go? Billy said that he got to touch their horns.
Oh yeah, our friends back at the Weaver farm. They decided they were gonna watch over the spot where the cairn was, which I don't know if you know about the situations happening. Basically, the Weavers, like their cairn went missing, and so we're just making sure that the others are like in good condition and there wasn't anything weird going on.
Okay. Uh, that's that's not supposed to happen. Um, I ain't ever seen ours move. But yeah, I was just out there this morning, doing some cleaning and stuff, and set out a bowl of water and everything for him. Set out a bowl of water and everything for him, and yeah, so I can show you where it is. Ours, unless it disappeared since I was there this morning, ours is still there. It still looks nice. I make sure that it's all nice and clean and shiny and everything.
Oh, well, I'm sure you do such a good job at that. But yeah, we just wanted to investigate, make sure there was nothing weird going on.
Yeah, he looks like he's again some vague teenage age. With him being so short, it is hard to tell if he is just young or short. But he just kind of nods along that like head shoulder bob thing that teenage boys do when they're being super awkward. And then like turns around and starts strolling away. Um, Fairly confident walk for a kid that seemed so timid to start out with, but waves over the various field crops at his dad that come up to like here on him. It's a good walk, maybe 10 minutes to get to where the cairn is. They've got a fairly large plot, and it is also like the one that you saw previously with some bushes around it. This one has a variety of what seem to be wild berry bushes nearby. And unlike the one that you had seen before, while that one had not had like moss or anything growing on it, this one seems to almost have been shined, like freshly wet river rocks. Bleh. There are there's like kind of pebble cobble around it in that same beautiful mosaic type patterns that you saw in Polyurna. Um, and it is obviously seen to, as opposed to the other one. Thank you very much, Taylor Ann. Um, Very, very cool. Um, but yeah, so they do a much more intricate job seeing to this particular cairn than the other family did. It's right here. I saw to it this morning. It still looks nice and shiny. When you wash it off in the morning with your rituals and such, it stays shiny like this for most of the day.
Nick, can you describe this ritual? We just want to make sure that if we ever do find what happened to the missing Karen, that we kind of know what to do to take care of it.
Oh, well, Daddy taught me to thank Childa and to make sure to wash it, and you always use a clean rag or clean clothing or something to make sure that you're doing so. You pick out any small like little bits or dust or whatever that got on it through weather and such. Um, Anything that's growing nearby, you pick it while thanking the nature spirits. Um, and then you set out in offering with the bowl of fresh water for them to also partake in and right before the cairn. And while it looks like they didn't take any of the water yet, the berries are gone. So I guess either a squirrel got to it or they came and took it. I don't really know. I ain't never seen them myself, but Daddy says that we keep this we keep this maintained and we respect it and we thank Chaelda and we we get good harvests. So that's what I do. It's part of it's my job, and Billy was Billy was never enthusiastic about it, so they let me take over when I got old enough and big enough to come out here on my own. He looks very proud of himself for that.
Mhm. And you should be so proud of that. It's what about I know Billy, he seems nice, but it's kind of odd that he didn't want any part of it. Is it just is it just like a because he's like I'm assuming older brother? I don't know.
Oh, he didn't like not enjoy it really. I don't know. He likes doing the physical stuff.
Makes sense. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
so he did it. He respected it. It's just he would get restless. He would try to rush through it. So
Right, right, yeah.
you gotta respect the work that you do.
You said there's the water. It comes from the river. Is that well, did I hear that correct?
You can get it from the water. We also have a well pump. That's where I got it for us.
Okay. Okay. I just like we're kind of visiting through, so we're a little unfamiliar with the area. I just didn't know if there was like a river nearby or
Yeah, just a bit off to the east. It's a good walk, but that's where some people harvest some of their stuff. That's where a lot of the irrigation comes from too.
very interesting. Well, I think we're good here as far as like needing you if you need to go back to your daddy. Um but yeah, thank you. We'll come find you if you have any more questions. And if you notice anything a little odd, I don't know how much longer we'll be in town, but if we're still in town, just let us know.
All right, I definitely will.
Mhm.
Thank you. Don't like drink or spill the water, please.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just,
no, we
out of okay. Thank you. You guys seemed awful nice, and if
Wait,
your friend
so
finishes guarding, can you ask them if I can touch their horns too, since Billy got to?
yeah.
Okay.
you
We'll
said there was
ask.
water.
Yeah, there's some water. There's uh on the kind of mosaic cobble around the cairn that the family has kind of put in place and embedded. There's a small bowl with fresh water and some slight juice stains that indicate some sort of berries or fruit were there at some point.
Can I vibe check the water?
Make a roll.
Natural one.
Natural one. It's water.
Cool.
It is water.
Yep.
There's not really an intrusion that I can do with that. It's just water.
No, that's fair. Dude, I'm busy. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Well, if everybody else is finished, I'm also finished here.
Yeah, I think Fong is just like noting what Calvin had done in the hopes of like, okay, maybe in the process of, the commissioned cairn, what Kale's doing, we could use this as like an add-on to help with reestablishing a cairn. Just like noting these elements. Because I
Yeah.
mean, Calvin's taking this really seriously. And so I'm like, yeah, you gotta appreciate it. Artisan at work.
Okay. So if you ask him, he'll like go further into like how he picks the berries to offer at the cairn and like how he thanks Childa, and it's not a formal ritual like you would find in a temple, but there are ritualistic like approaches to it that you can see are probably handed down over many, many generations and have just kind of been embedded into the morning care of this thing. Um, but much like there are hand gestures that you've seen made at Varen and at you guys a couple of times, both in warding and in blessing. There are a couple of hand and finger gestures that he does at the cairn and at the bushes that grow around it um, when he's doing this demonstration, um, which Varen recognizes pretty easily as just some of the gestures that are made when doing like festival things and the ritual like bonfires and everything that are just a way to gesture and weave your connection with whatever it is that you are doing.
Sick. There's a part of me that imagines that when Calvin's showing Fong some of these gestures, it's very like Terminator 2 when
Mhm.
young John Connor is like, "Oh yeah, you gotta say these things and high five," and Fong is like, "Oh, all right, okay."
Hmm. And then I just lean over, just like I can work on it with you. I know what to do.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. Well, um, but yeah, after a little bit, having shown you that, he does like excuse himself, reminds you that you are supposed to ask Kale to let him touch their horns because he's very jealous that Billy was just blunt enough to ask, and rushes back off to go help his dad in the farm fields. And you're left there with the cairn and
So,
2 kegs of
was,
ale.
was any of that what you were looking for? Dude, go lay down.
Oh.
Sorry.
Uh, Fong will say, "Yeah, and then some." I'd say.
Yeah,
Oh,
if
thanks.
anything, it's just like it's just a little odd that, just the one Karen seems to be missing, but it does confirm that what's happening is related to that Karen being missing. In my
Well,
mind, anyway. I don't know if it's necessarily exactly what's happening, but
and you're sure that they wasn't like the offender, whatever they did, yeah?
can you repeat that one more time?
And you're sure that it's not that they insulted whatever this is, yeah?
Well, I mean, I don't believe so. I mean, everyone here seems to be pretty reverent to Chalda and the spirits here. I doubt such a young couple would do anything that would purposely endanger that as well.
It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be what's the word, on purpose.
Hmm.
Hmm.
The young do tend to have a tendency to disregard the traditions of the home.
Well, perhaps we can ask him a little bit more about that later.
Yeah. Good point.
Because obviously I was there, but I wasn't paying attention uh, at all. Anyway, any other investigations you two want to do?
Just dinner tonight with William and his family. It looks
Yeah.
sounds like we got a priestess, a paradoha. That's well, I don't know if necessarily priestess is like the word, but it's a little odd that they worship paradoha this far inland.
Well, but from what I understand, they're not necessarily a deity of sailors. There is a deity of change. So I wouldn't necessarily be surprised if somewhere where you have to rely on seasons changing and the growth of produce, they would probably be expected. Honestly, I'm surprised we've only encountered one thing.
Um, Val, you would be familiar having worshipped Paradoha since before the whole deific connection. That it's change in transitions, and a lot of the oldest altars to Haradaha that you found that are not like on the coast are generally at crossroads. And you guys haven't
Yeah.
really found a crossroads yet.
Mhm. So it's not like it's dated specifically to sailors. Sailors just happen to be moving and fluid a lot more than the average folk.
Right. Well, that and Williams says brother was experiencing potentially another awakening like we did. So that's
Um,
also that might be a little bit fun to check out too.
I believe so. That sounds fine to me.
Also, this keg's getting a little heavy, and I would really like to not be carrying it anymore. So I think if we start heading over to to William.
Absolutely. My arms.
I mean, I feel like I could take a little bit longer, but sure, we can go.
Well, if that's how you feel, and I don't want to drop the keg, but I do like just put it down. And yeah.
Corey looks at Val subtly. You shake your head.
Look, this is their mess.
Yeah, like Corey just kind of, you are the boss, so just kind of shrugs, laughs a little bit, doesn't even say anything.
Yeah, the muscle bound shard man probably would be good at carrying something, but nah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I yeah. Anything else? I got nothing.
Let's
yeah.
chow down.
So you guys
Yeah.
like stand there awkwardly because Val's just like, oh, I could take longer.
Yeah.
Realize that Val has nothing to take longer with, and then
Yeah.
eventually walk away. Do you go
I
back
think
to?
I'll actually wait until they realize
Okay. How
for
long
however
would you
long
guys
that'll
say
be.
that was?
Longer than it really should have been.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Which is completely reasonable, honestly, because Val communed with the last cairn. You don't even know how.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, after about 15 minutes of standing there staring at Val, and Val just kind of enjoying the fact that she's able to mess with them like this, you realize Val's just being Val. It might also involve Corey, like, just subtly behind Val going,
I huff and I pick up the keg and was like, okay, let's just go.
Oh, all right.
So where are you going? Are you going directly to Williams? Are you going back to the house? What you up to?
She did say to stop by the house, let us know that we were heading out. So I'll do that first and then
Alright.
then head to the Williams and then say that, because I don't know if Kale needs to be there for her to commission that pillow. That's the thing.
So you're going by the house? Okay. So she answers again fairly quickly this time,
Mhm.
having expected you to come back. This time, nothing in hand, and opens the door enough to where you can see into the primary room that has a step down, so lower type of living slash work area that seems to have two different standing looms set up, as well as a couple of tables. So this is probably where she does a lot of her fabric and weaving work. And the girl is sitting at one of the looms, just kind of playing with a couple of the strings and looking over at you curiously. Hi, yes. So, I hope you were able to find what you were looking for when Calvin came back. He said that it was still there,
Yeah, it's
and
in
everything's all
very
right
good
with it.
condition. Yeah,
Oh,
looks like it's
yeah,
in very good condition. It's still there. So
yeah.
yeah,
His
yeah.
yeah his daddy has always been pretty devoted to that thing, so I understand. So you were wanting to get a special pillow for your friend that's not here.
Yeah,
Um, so Billy said something about branches coming off of their head, making it difficult for them to sleep on it. Like,
correct.
can you
Correct.
describe branches?
Yeah, they're kind of and I kind of start gesturing and then I kind of look to Ball and Fong for help describing exactly um especially Ball because Ball's been around um Kale a little bit longer, so probably has a little bit more accurate description than Baron has.
Does Bal help?
Uh, because it is Kale, it's for Kale.
Yeah.
Val is going to be on her best behavior and will give as accurate a description as
Okay,
she's
okay.
able to.
All right, all right. So, make a either combined roll or separate rolls. Combined is we average it out. Separate is whatever you happen to roll. These are intellect based because you are trying to describe and interact, showing the approximate shape of someone's branch horns.
What
Is
do
it
you guys
wrong that
think?
I kind of want to use the acid on this roll?
You
I don't
can,
want to screw this up. I don't want to screw
you
this up
can,
for Kale.
yeah,
Uh, I'm gonna put 3 levels of effort into this,
okay.
and then I'm gonna use MLIS's
Asset, okay.
Yeah.
asset as well.
Sounds
Yeah.
good, sounds good.
Oh my gosh.
I that's a 9.
Oh, I only did a
Okay,
2.
okay.
Milo stole my good dice earlier, so
Milo's cats and dice, they do
yeah.
like to steal the fun stuff. Um,
As anything.
so Varen is already hindered a little bit by
Mhm.
their descriptor of being weird. So even using the asset with a 2, unfortunately, it's just like, yeah, there are horns that are like branches and they're on the head and they go out and they're kind of bark like, but not. I haven't ever touched them myself. It's not very helpful.
Mhm.
Bal is able to give Millie the okay, they come out to about this distance from the sides and go back about this distance from the back of the head, because that's essentially what Millie needs to know, how much cushion to provide so that Kale would be able to either sleep on their side or on their back. Um, so it's surprisingly helpful from Bal, considering everything from the rest of the day. Um, but goes, all right, and she starts taking notes, and there's a lot of them, oddly, from how much information is being provided, like intricate, like this. Um, there's a little bit of questioning where she somehow pulls information out of the description from you guys on like what type of colors Kale likes and tends to wear. Um, and then she nods, nods, nods. Right. Well, I have a couple of weaving bits and projects around that might be in colors that would work. Uh, Tight enough weave, obviously. So I could put something together. It would probably take me about a day or so to get it together, but 30 clip should do just fine for this. Very, I'm sure that it will be uh, more than more than appropriate quality.
I'll
I
get
only do the best.
I give her 60,
Oh,
and I go,
well,
I would like you to use the best material you're able to find. This is of utmost importance to me.
oh, well, yes, of course, ma'am. That's you have my word. I will definitely do so. Um, is there anything else that I can make for you or have available and ready for you? No blankets or shawls or vests or anything?
It's tempting, but I spent all my money on booze.
That's choice to make, yes. Um, all right. I'm gonna let you have that as something to sit with. Um,
Yeah.
kitty cat.
Oh.
But yeah, so with that awkwardness, she will let you guys head out, and after a day or two, you should be able to pick up a custom-made pillow that will theoretically be of the correct shape and firmness for Kale to be able to sleep without knocking into their horns or having to sleep across their arm slash face down. Because if anyone is on Reels or TikToks, you've probably seen the funny jokes about how do you sleep with horns? Um, but yes. Uh, and then you're gonna head out to Williams over the
Hmm.
afternoon to
Yeah.
introduce yourself
Yes.
and potentially meet his mom. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we have been going for about that amount of time, so we will pick up there next time. Potentially also finding out how Kale is doing and the results of the special, uh, I don't know if I would call it a ritual, but the special technique slash communion they are attempting. But yeah, so wonderful time. Thank you so much, players. Thank you so much for any of you who happened to have either raided in or stumbled upon our stream. We appreciate that greatly. Thank you again also to Taylor Ann over on Moonbeam, one of the Moonbeam staff. I do definitely see you around in the posts that you put out. So good person. I love the staff over at Moonbeam. Um, but I'm Evie the Disaster GM. My pronouns are she, they, or any. I am the director of Alter Deco Archives and the GM for our couple of games that we run. Um, let's go ahead and bounce it around to the others on who they are, where you can find them. Starting with Matt this time.
Hello. My name is Matt. He, him pronouns. Today I was Fang, he, they pronouns. The risk taking warrior who fights with panache, sometimes walks through walls, and whose arms are burning by now. And you can find me everywhere as Improv and RPG. Um, Thank y'all so much. So such a blast. And I will popcorn it over to Joel.
Hello, I am struggling today. I'm Joel. I am here. I play Ball Miss Forge. It's supposed to be every other Sunday, but it's mostly the Sundays that I'm able to be here and not getting absolutely shafted by Frontier Airlines. Um, Outside of here, I also do Senior Flippington every other Friday. But again, also the same thing. It's when I'm able to, unfortunately. Um, I've been meaning to get back into streaming. Because of issues in the last week, I haven't actually been able to get stuff situated for that. But hey, if you want to help me fix those issues, I got a coffee and a Patreon. You can give me money.
All of the links in chat or description if
Yeah,
you're watching on YouTube.
I'm kind of a mess right now. This is all I'm doing. So, oh, Amanda, go.
Hi, everyone. My name is Amanda, aka Panda Cabra. Use she, her pronouns, and I have been Varen Lick, the weird adept who dances with dark matter and siphons power. And you can find me here every other Sunday when we meet, as well as every other Friday for Fairy Tale Friday, where I play Rosa and Thorn, which is a resilient princess archetype who likes to speak with animals. Coming up soon is going to be the BIPOC Vamp Day, and I will be in one of the streams for that. So keep an eye out for that. I will be doing a Vampire the Masquerade game that takes place in El Paso, which is going to be really fun. Other than that, I am on Blue Sky, which is where I'm the most active, as well as the Discord. And yeah, come say hello.
Yeah, very cool. So yeah, as I said, I am Evie the Disaster GM. I am our director and primary GM. You can normally find me on Discord and sometimes over on Moonbeam. We have a chat channel in the Anywhere Door realm where you can chat with myself and the few of our members that happen to be on Moonbeam. So if you are watching from the TTRPG open channel or open realm, or watching from some other service like Twitch or YouTube, come on over, join the realm, reach out to us. Happy to chat there. Also, if you are watching on Twitch, we already have the Discord. Thank you very much, Matt. We have the link to our Discord for any news or announcements from the Altered Echo Archives channel. But yeah, so for those of you watching on Twitch, happy streamiversary because it is our Twitch affiliate anniversary. Excited to be here. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I guess we'll catch you guys next time. So keep your eye out for any live notifications and we'll see you around. Bye.